Hello everyone, I'm Macron and today we are opening packs of the new deck build box Buster Assault. If I look tired, it's because I am. I spent a weekend of debauchery playing Mario Kart and Magic the Gathering and being decent at both, so there we are today. So deck build boxes, right? There's a lot of product in Duel Links that I don't like. Selection boxes, Structure Deck EX, not fan of those, but I do like deck build boxes. I think this is a great way to get people to build decks really quickly. I got unreasonably upset when the Lunalight one was revealed. It's like, ah, now I'm putting this in a selection box, but no, I made it pretty easy to get. And this one contained exclusively Gusto or Assault mode supports, and the reason I put my face down there is that you can see, if you look at the cards I own, I of course do not have any of the new stuff that was just released with this box, which is Stardust Dragon Assault mode. Pretty cool guy, pretty cool card. Gusto Lampalilica, which is neat, the best Gusto card that we're getting that is not freeze, and Tailwind of Gusto, which is a fantastic equip spell as well. But I do have 3 Pellicata Standard of Gusto. I think I used a box ship for the third one. Fiendish Chain, which, you know, is just a good card. Everyone has 3 Fiendish Chain. It's not playable anymore, except in Resonators, but there he is. And notably, I do not have the Assault mode stuff that came with the Structure Deck of Sire Reflector and Assault Beast, which are being reprinted today, which is great, along with Assault Mode Activate, which I'm really fond of. The one card that's not being reprinted is the RDA Assault Mode, which I can understand, you know, that sucks, but I can understand why they would not reprint that. It's a shame, but hey, you can still play Yusei's Stardust Dragon Assault Mode type of deck even with these reprints, and the new card Assault Sentinel, which is pretty neat, and a Gusto Vidir, which is also somewhat decent. All 3 like recent Gusto support cards, I think these came out in 2023 in TCG, got printed here, so that's great. So you can see I have 5,400 gems, which is enough to go through these box twice. Not enough to go through it twice, but I'm hoping that maybe I pull all the cards that I need without having to waste 2,500 gems, so I can just use the rest to get them. So let's get started. I'm just gonna open these and yap, as I do. So let's see what we get here. Crimson Resonator, didn't need that. Got plenty of that. I remember the first Resonator meta all the way back in Zexal format. So I've gotten all of my Crimson Resonators there, and a way to know that you've been playing Duel Links for a long time is calling it the first Resonator format, because we've had 2 other formats where Resonators was the best deck ever since. So that's great, you know. I used to really like the deck. I'm kind of tired of seeing it now. You know, I'm kind of tired of seeing Resonators doing the exact same thing they've been doing since Zexal, except now it's more consistent than ever, and you get to do some more stuff. Last time it was like, hey, you get to add Roaring Soul for basically free, and this time it's like, hey, you get to add Fiendish Chain, and you have all the new support that makes your deck even much better. Oh, what is this? Assault Sentinel, pretty cool card, pretty cool guy. These guys, like, in the TCG came in the middle of task format, didn't they? Pellicata Standard of Gusto, that's great. I'm glad I used box shapes on this. That's on me, TBH, that's my fault. So, I can't be mad at that. I guess I even used the box shapes after knowing that the deck build box would, because I didn't think it'd be reprinted. Oh cool, we got the first Assault Beast, which is just a discard guy for Assault Mode Activate that use with Sire Reflector. You know, normal Sire Reflector, get Assault Beast, discard Assault Beast, and then reveal the Assault Mode Activate and revive the Assault Beast, and you can make a synchro from any level, which, well, from like 5 to 8, which is pretty great. This is going to be the tailwind, yup. Fantastic. Really good pull. Don't have the Side Reflector yet. I remember when, like, this deck came in the middle of D-Sod, I think. I'm going to have to check, because I'm not so sure, actually. I think this came in the middle of D-Sod. Cool, Red Nova Dragon. Already have this, obviously. Two of these I had. Let me see. Red Resonator. Also don't need this. Also don't need that, but we'll take it, I guess, because I don't even have a choice. Whilst I'm looking on DLM, when the Assault Mode stuff first release, I do have Assault Mode 0, which is not being reprinted here, I've noticed. I used a box chip for that. So, there you go. King's Resonance. Oh, that came out in 2019, November 2019. So, tail end of 5D's beginning of Zexal? I don't know if that was ever tiered. I have to... My memory is starting to fail me here. I can remember 6 Samurai being a top tier deck, but this... not really. I guess we're gonna have to look at top decks. Gusto Falco is a card that... This guy came in the box that had Elemental Hero Great Tornado, because Hero used to be like a super expensive... I guess it's still kind of expensive, but it used to be like the most expensive deck that put like 1 card worth of supports in a random box that had nothing else to do with Hero. And I was like, hey, that's your problem. Daigus Gelders. Sure. Here we got the another Daigus Eagles. So the thing about Assault Mode decks in 2019, late 2019, is they weren't meta... Oh, I finished chain. That's great. They weren't like particularly good. They were cog worthy. But most of the time this engine was just used, like the Side Reflector cards and Assault Beast and Assault Would Activate were just used as like Synchro toolboxes, right? So you can get access to any Synchro monster, which I think is pretty cool. I think that's a pretty cool way to use these cards. Not obviously the way they're intended, but then again, Assault Would Activate was never one of these archetypes that were intended to be played the way they actually exist. Alright, we got some more. Nothing. It's cool, you know, I mean, I can... I know these are gonna be the last packs. Duel Links, Duel Links, Duel Links. How would you change the, oh. Stardust Dragon Assault Mode, that's great. How would you change the pack structure of Duel Links, if anything? Because he is kind of annoying, you know? I mean, like, ever since Master Duel came, it's hard to defend the Duel Links gachas, right? It's like, no crafting plus a low enough chance to get the card that you want. Not really great. I say as I just open the 2 cards that I wanted out of this. Probably, I mean, if you want to play a pure Assault Mode deck, you probably need 3 Assault Mode Activate. I don't know if you need 3 Stardust Dragon Assault Mode, because I think the new skill shuffles them back into the deck. So they're not bricks if you open them. But 2 should be enough. I guess I'll be trying these in the Turbo Duel event. Wow. I sure love having PvP events where I get to play against the same meta decks that I usually have to play against, except they also get a boost in power. That's great. That feels fantastic. I love this so much. But that's Duel Links, I guess. We can't be asked to make good PvP events if we just keep recycling the ones that we have. I don't think I've ever liked the PvP events, actually. I think these are just... Oh, cool, we finally got Side Reflector. So what's the one card I'm missing? Gusto Vidier. Okay, well, open video. Oh, we don't have Lampellica either. Jesus Christ. It's fine. This is going to be Vidia, and the next one is going to be Lampellica. So that's completely okay. I guess the one PvP event that I liked... Oh, Synchro Overtake also I didn't have enough copies of. That's cool. The one PvP event I liked, it wasn't really... No, don't want to spend money on this game. It wasn't really a PvP event per se. It was like the... Only very old players are going to remember this, but like the gladiatorial arena where you played against other people's PvP decks, but the AI controlled them. It was not like a PvP match. It's just you used a deck, and then the... I think it was the Vagabond, I'm not sure, that you used your deck to challenge other people. And obviously it was hilariously unbalanced because... There it is. Because the Vagabond's not really as good as playing your deck as you are, but it was an interesting event. It was a time way before skills overtook the globality of Duel Links, so that was interesting. But it was a little bit too easy. I don't recall losing a single duel in that event. So we got everything that we wanted. We can reset the box. And, wait, what's remaining in the box? Yeah, nothing. We can reset. That's good. Alright. Round 2! I'm probably not gonna have enough gems to do the third opening, so I'm just gonna, like, I haven't finished leveling yugioh, so there's that. There's at least 250 gems that I could use here, which is miserable. The PvP event gives you gems, I guess. Great. Fantastic. I can't wait to play PvP dueling so I could get, I don't think you even have enough, like, ranked wins for the UR Dream Ticket. I haven't been motivated to play Duel Links at all lately. The main reason, the only like times that I really consistently play ranked is for streams, because I do like streaming and I do like the interaction that I have with other people. This is what I need in order to make the experience of playing Duel Links less of a chore. And to be fair, in my last few streams I've played against, like, I want to call them interesting, but the real word is bad. I've been playing against bad decks, right? My webcam froze a while back and didn't bother to notice me. That was great. There we go, fixed it. I've been playing against... I played against Dragunity, played against Evil Eye, which is a deck I haven't seen in forever. And these decks don't really compete with anything anymore. And it was pretty easy to beat them, even with not the greatest decks out there. But yeah, it's more fun to play against these. Cool, second Sire Reflector. Fantastic. Against these decks than to play against like Utopia or Speed Raids for the 500th time in a row. I don't know. I just don't like how these decks are played. I think Utopia is probably one of the most boring linear deck out there. That feels like it should be easy to beat, but it's a bit harder than you'd think. And Speed Raids, it just, I don't like Speed Raids. It's one of these synchro ladder decks that's just, hey, look, I'm making negates. I'm making as many negates as I can, I feel. Teehee, Clear Wing, Crystal Wing, teehee. Clear Wing, Crystal Wing, the new synchro crystal over acceleration, teehee. It's like, this is not the type of, like, deck that I appreciate. This is my issue with, like, synchro decks in the TCG as well. They just tend to devolve into, oh cool, second 10 wheel. You just get to devolve into teehee, let me make Baron plus Bullet Savage, teehee. Wow, this is such an interesting experience for the 3 people who are still interested in playing these decks. The one thing I like about Resonators a bit more than and Speed Raid is at least they stay true to their theme, right? It's just, they don't care about negates, just care about making big monsters that destroy everything. I can respect that, you know? And then, of course, they get to search Fiendish Chain and more disruption on the way, but at least their game plan is like beat down, delightfully simple beat down, not, I'm just gonna make the same 3 negates as every other synchro deck in the formats, and we don't have Savage or Baron in Duel Links yet, or at least not in a playable capacity. Isn't that right, Baron enjoyers? But I feel like they'll be coming eventually, and this is gonna suck. I don't like the way modern Yu-Gi-Oh is so negate centric. You know, negates used to be something that you work for, and I was like, just make every card in the game just negates, right? I mean, oh, that's pretty cool. That I got a foil one. Wow, is there something that what am I opening these packs for, actually? I shouldn't, because I got everything new here, so that was a waste of a pack, even though I got my, like, 5th Fiendish Chain. I think I should reset here, right? Because I got 2 of these, 2 of that, 2 of that. Didn't open the Synchro Overtake of this box, but I don't care because I already have 2. Yeah, no, this is a reset. That was a somewhat early reset too. Alright. And yeah. Let's hopefully open the last few cards really quickly. Like 5th Crimson Resonator. That's fantastic. Really gets you. Really gets you. Remember when Resonators like just made what was it that we made turn 1? We definitely went through like the Red Rising Dragon, gained a bunch of life points, and then I think it was like the funniest version was Obelisk the Tormentor Resonators. You just open Obelisk, you'd make a bunch of like things. You'd make Red Rising without using your normal Red Rising Revive Crimson, Crimson Specials a guy, and then you tribute them all for Obelisk the Tormentor. That was the real deck. That was a real deck that won tournaments and stuff. That was incredibly funny. And yeah, I don't know. That was Duel Links was funnier back then, but it was also like the beginning of the end. Because this is when we started to get the anime scales that people complain about that were just consistency fixes. And eventually we started getting anime scales that were more than consistency fixes. And eventually we started getting scales that weren't just that for anime decks, archive scales that were excuses to make any archetype that Konami designed broken, which was great. And yeah, this is where we are today. This is where we are today. So I've opened the 3rd video, my 3rd Synchro Overtake, my 16th Pelica, oh, one of which is foil, that's good. And Stardust Flash. The 3rd Lampelica. What is Laplampilica. I can remember how to say that. I've learned all of the Nouvelles names. I can remember how to say Italian words like Laplampilica. I guess Gusto is Spanish, right? Third, Stardust Assault mode, that's great. Don't know if it's necessary in the Assault mode deck. I'll try and build something, but I don't know if it's going to be any good, so I'll see. I guess it's better if you're playing a lot of Assault mode stuff. As opposed to like the previous iteration that was just like occasionally doing Assault mode stuff. 3rd Tailwind of Gusto. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I would need a 3rd Side Reflector and Assault Sentinel there to make that happen, so hopefully it does. Oh, can open a bit more than 10 packs with this. Yeah. Alrighty. I don't have anything more interesting to say. I'm done yapping. I'm still a bit tired, so no more yaps in me, unfortunately. But let me know in the comments how your weekend went. I played some I played the Magic the Gathering Final Fantasy Draft event, and I lost both games that I played. The first one, because I removed the wrong thing, targeted the wrong thing with my removal, which is a loss that I can accept. And the second one, because I was playing a black-white deck and opened a bunch of black cards and saw 0 black mana sources. It was incredibly frustrating. And then the next day I entered a standard tournament and won with Ragnus Lizards, as one does. Really cool deck. I guess people at my locals weren't sure what to play yet, considering the massive badness that just happened in Magic the Gathering, and that will be the last pack that I get to open today, so hopefully it contains something good. It did not. So I still need 1 Assault Sentinel, 1 Sire Reflector. I think I need this. Yeah, I already have a bunch of those. I have enough Assault Beasts, but I only have 2 Assault Mode Activates, so I can't get to build these decks just yet. Maybe with the influx of gems from this event and by leveling yugioh, I can. I'm kind of looking forward to building these, even though I know they won't be like great or anything. But I'm not concerned about playing like good decks anymore. It's I don't have that ambition in me. So yeah, thank you for watching. Hope that if you're interested in these decks, you get better balls than I. And what else is there to say? Take care, everyone. I will see you all next time, presumably playing Assault Mode or Gustos. So look forward to that. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. If you'd like to support me further, you can check out my Ko-fi in the video description or become a channel member. I would like to thank my Ko-fi donators in the form of Dingo, StarDejoy0, Jimmy, Zinnia, Yannick, Sile, Mark Lu, Fortuno16, the Abisactor Guru, Orc Price, and Exorcist. And I'd like to thank my YouTube channel members. I'm just making sure that I'm not forgetting anyone here, because maybe some new people joined in that I haven't noticed because I'm a dum-dum. And we do have, in fact, a new YouTube channel member. Hey! So thank you to Sturdy, Crimson Reaper 5, Troy Bolton, Genius Wannabe, and Sile Elush for supporting me as well. Thank you, I really appreciate that. So yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you once again. Good luck in your pack openings if you decide to go for this deck build box. And I will see you all next time.